Hi, welcome to another AMA with American Crypto Academy. We have Jahon, the CEO from American Crypto Academy, and more light here. I am going to get this right. Are you ready? This is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10Inu.
Yes, exactly. How we're talking. Got
I've
it.
been practicing all week. This is going to be really, really exciting, guys. You're probably wondering, what is this wild thing that we're doing today, and why are we covering something that seems so out there? Well, it's because we are on top of all the trends, everything that is going fun, everything that is serious, everything that is interesting in crypto. And so I'm going to throw it over to Jahon. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mom. Thanks very much. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for everyone that's tuning in again for another AMA with the American Crypto Academy and our amazing host, AltMom. I'm very excited today because, digital asset education spans a lot of different areas of blockchain, of crypto, and of fintech. And be really remiss of us to really skip over the culture part, right? We talk about NFTs, we talk about how it's really developed its own culture within the ecosystem. That's really important, right? For for movements like this and innovation really at this scale. So we are going to talk a little bit about meme coins because they have a purpose, we believe here at in our group. And just to preface, everything we say here is not for financial or investment advice. It's for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. But we think it's really important for you guys to get educated here on what's happening in the culture side of the space. And one of my personal favorite projects is HarryPotterObamaSonic10Inu, ticker Bitcoin. And we are so super stoked to have Morelight, one of the lead devs from the project, here with us today. Welcome, bud.
Thank you so much, Jahon. Thank you, guys. Really happy to be here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You absolutely crushed that, by the way, Jahon.
Oh, thank you very much. Well,
yeah.
Why don't we get right into it? Because, I know you want to know what it's all about. I have held back and haven't told you. I wanted to talk to Morelight himself. So
I do. So Morelight, some of the things that people are like, okay, so why the name? Let's just start with that. The name itself, that is probably everyone's number one question. How in the world did you come up with this?
Sure. No, it's a great question. Our name is, I think, one of the first strong points of the brand that you notice when you find out about us. And we can't take too much credit for it because it's interesting. The name has actually been in existence out there in sort of the ether since the 2000s, which is very interesting to know. It's all based on a meme backpack. Yeah, we'll send you the link to the original image, but you can see it in image boards from I think 2012, 2013. People finding this image of the backpack with our logo on it. It's like a backpack from some sort of novelty store in the Netherlands, of all things. And so someone took a photo of that. The genesis of the name comes from describing the backpack with our exact logo with that Sonic, and it says Obama Harry Potter on it for whatever reason. Whoever made up the backpack's really the originator of the name. And we've sort of based the entire brand off of that original meme backpack from 10 years ago. So that's the original.
I love Sonic, by the way. I'm like a super, super Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I actually could still play it to this day. It's one of the top 3 games that I love. So that was a really exciting. I was like, Sonic, finally somebody's doing something fun.
Yeah.
Jahon, I'm going to throw it over to you. So what got you interested in this token in the beginning? What was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. This stands out. Oh, you're muted. Sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to be polite previously, but more like was like, so we'd reached sort of this point right at the end of the bear market where if you looked at from outside observer standpoint, it was like a wasteland. It was like a battlefield after a war, right? It was like a crypto wasteland of whoever was left. And, meme culture, that's the entertainment part of our industry. And you'd be really hard to argue against me to say that every new meme coin holder becomes an eventual old school Bitcoin holder, or it's an amazing on-ramp. It always has been since its existence, since people discovered Doge, since Doge went from an absolute joke to a top 10 market cap digital asset that might even now be integrated into one of the world's largest social media platforms. So it's not a joke, as funny as it is. And we had reached this point where all of the grifters, the fraud folks, like the pump and dump folks, they'd either been exposed or were about to be exposed. And we just saw this constant recycling and regurgitation of the same dog. Right. And I love Doge, right? But even the NFTs, it was like, all right, now a punk facing this way, punk facing that way. Okay, ape looks like, it was this regurgitation of the same IP over and over and again. And if you're if you're high level marketing, you understand that, okay, that's run its course, and there needs to be something new. And everybody like was doing it wrong. Everyone had like too defined of utility, right? It's a meme coin. Right.
Yeah. I'm going to pause you right there. I'm going to pause you right there.
Yeah. Everyone had the same effing roadmap, right? Saying like, oh, I'm game in the metaverse, like, stuff like that. It was all copy pasta. However, what this made you stop and look. You're like, what the hell is this? Because it was everything. Everything
a meme token is supposed to be. Jahon,
right? It was all encompassing.
What every a meme token is supposed to be.
Right. And not only that, more like, you want to talk about the launch, because the launch and distribution from like a tokenomics standpoint, I was like, okay, now this is legit.
Sure. Yeah. It's good to mention. And it's something that we kind of overlook mentioning a lot of the time because we take it for granted. But it is actually a really strong component of the coin. Yeah, right. Like our coin is a joke coin. And that's sort of the premise. Like we're not trying to be the coolest, like slickest, most utility-oriented brand in the world. Obviously, like if we were, we wouldn't be going with this kind of crazy, branding at all. But that's sort of the point. And right, I think utility aside, we have a very, very fair launch, like one of the fairest launches in crypto, and also one of the cleanest contracts in crypto. We have an exceedingly good founding dev who launched the token. And because of his experience with doing that, we did it really, really well. Like we've seen a lot of influencer coins fall on their face with a terrible launch. I think Ben ETH did a terrible one. Pond just fell on its face too, like the new Poly thing. These are millionaires, and they could have paid anyone to build them, a nice contract. And they, for whatever reason, went with the worst contract of all time. Our contract, feel free to run it through anything you guys want. Token Sniffer is a good one. Pretty much anything you throw it into, it'll give you 99 out of 99. It's exceedingly clean. And yeah, as you said, the launch was very, very fair. It was a fair launch. Which I don't know how much you guys are into this kind of stuff, but excuse me, it essentially meant that there weren't any allocations for anybody. So we didn't reserve any tokens initially, like that were sort of sequestered away for a rainy day, for marketing. All that kind of stuff is very fuddable because it's suspect. What are these guys doing with the marketing wallet? Maybe they're buying a trip to the Bahamas or something. Like it's just not worth it. So we didn't take any coin to begin with. We all bought all of our coin initially, even the founding launching founder guys. On Uniswap, like anyone else. So, we waited like a half hour, an hour to make sure we wouldn't mess up the price too much. And actually, that's pretty uncommon. I wasn't really thinking of it as being like a unique value for our project, but by virtue of that, it's exceedingly fair. Like the wallet distribution's very, very nice. It's not like too heavily loaded with founders. There's no weird wallets or anything. And there was a limit that you could buy initially too. So yeah, take a look at our distribution on whatever Etherscan you want to check out. It's all on the blockchain. So that is a unique value, and I think it makes us much less susceptible to any kind of like potential rug. There's just not enough tokens in anyone's hand to even do that if they wanted to, which is nice. Same with our not being on a central exchange right now. Like those guys always get a ton of tokens. That does leave a risk of them being able to dump on you at a certain point. We've kind of mitigated that just by sort of circumventing all of the central exchanges to begin with. We are not on a single big one right now.
So when you say, when you're talking about the contract, right, and you're talking about sending it through Token Sniffer, and you're here on camera, like you're here doing the thing and you're the developer, and, Jahon was talking about how this is everything that a meme token should be. Can you kind of define, what the purpose of a meme token is, and a little bit about, the tokenomics and what that looks like?
Sure. Yeah. So I think Jahon was right in highlighting Doge as being kind of the prototypical meme coin, I would say, because the utility per se of a Doge coin isn't really necessarily the main reason why it was created. It was created as a joke to be fun and to make memes and stuff. And then it's sort of like after the fact has sort of come to have adoption, like as you mentioned, like Tesla taking payment in Doge and stuff like that. That's just because people are fans of the joke and of the meme. It's not like the coin has any like super particular amazing like technical thing going on in the back end. So it is a nice coin, but same with us. We're we're an ERC20 token with no tax, zero tax. Besides that, it's not about the tech behind it. It's sort of about the culture around it, as we're talking about. So the meme token is about culture. It's about sort of like creative expression within the framework of the brand of the coin. And so, right, as Jahon highlighted, all of the meme tokens, pretty much, with a few exceptions, since Doge, have been kind of like Doge offshoots. Like Shiba Inu was a very famous one. Not even as funny a token as Doge. Doge, pretty good jokes and stuff. Shiba Inu didn't even have jokes; it was just a dog too. And it hit $46 billion market cap in the bull. So don't forget that kind of thing is possible, even for not funny stuff.
Bananas.
Yeah, totally crazy, right? I know people forget that it's not that long ago in recent memory that was the case. So yeah, we're kind of following the tradition of a Doge, I would say, where we're oriented around sort of community and having fun and like using the internet and sort of the existing avenues of the internet for creative expression that kind of also feeds into growing the brand.
Nice. So something that one time Jahon asked, he asked this token, he said, so I believe it was you that said it. So you're a meme token. So how many memes can you make out of the name of your token? Like how many memes can you do? Like how viral can this go?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. We have a lot of memes. I don't know if you want to come into the Telegram at any point, please check it out. Anyone listening, please come check it out too. The link is in like our main Twitter's pin. We'll have it up for you guys too.
Yeah, definitely go into the Telegram. One thing that I want to point out is that in the wake of this like crypto wasteland where we had like this sort of new opportunity for folks to emerge, it's also like a new media opportunity. All right. So like this is a new media phenomenon that happens to have a token and now an associated NFT PFP. But if you go into the Telegram, it's literally like 8,000 or 9,000 sketch comedians live 24/7.
Yeah, it's really funny people. It's funny people from the UK, it's funny people from New Zealand, all over the place, like Hungary, all kinds of great people. And yeah, I mean, it's fun because this brand sort of attracts people who are like more irreverent, I guess. Like it's not trying to be a sensible bank brand, and it's got a high market cap. We're a $100 million company essentially, with sort of not a serious tone. So it sort of speaks to like and Doge also speaks to it too. Like if Doge had never made any money, it'd be like, okay, I guess a meme token is a novelty, but it doesn't have legs or whatever. But this thing has been going for 10 years and it still has a multi-billion-dollar valuation as just a joke token. So that's kind of the name of the game. I think we want to follow in their footsteps, and it's not we're not serious. We're actually a very serious team of developers. And our admins are like super heavy hitters, and we're all people who like don't just do this for a living. We have careers, and we just do this as a hobby. But we've been doing this since 2021, since the original token. So we're all good friends, and that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah, it's sort of like just building, like having fun with friends online, and that happens to feed into a token with an NFT component. But that's not the be all end all of the thing. It's greater than the sum of its parts, as we're kind of seeing.
Nice. So can you tell us a little bit about your roadmap, what that kind of looks like? Do you have a roadmap? Does it matter to have a roadmap?
It's a good question. Right. No, I think it's funny. Right. We're sort of making people reevaluate a lot of the things that people took for granted for what makes a successful coin or successful project, NFT project, whatever you're doing. Because, we don't really have a lot of the trappings of a lot of the sort of more like VC friendly coin projects, I would say, like the ones that are sort of like trying to, show like, hey, here's our roadmap to getting a seed.
VC and friendly don't always go in the same sentence, though, do they?
No, they don't. Right, and that's the thing, right? No, and right, and I think, but there's certain firms that love, sort of smaller cap stuff, but they wouldn't necessarily look at this. They would look at like, things that are like a trading bot thing or whatever, just because that's what they get. There's like, you can see the tangible value in that. It kind of like correlates to regular business stuff. It's harder to pitch people that aren't like maybe in like a more brand oriented world, like a fashion world or something like that, who get like, okay, like, if you write down like a Supreme hoodie on paper, no one's going to believe you. They're like, no one pays money for that. What are you talking about? Like, that's nothing. Yeah, right. But that it's a real thing for people that are like, get the brand aesthetics and sort of brand output and scarcity kind of does correlate into value in ways that aren't related to utility. Like a sweatshirt just keeps you warm. You know what I mean? So, there's a discussion beyond utility that often gets overlooked, I think, in the sort of like the Web3 space, like new fintech space. And they do that at their own peril, because that'd be like overlooking Doge, because like, oh, that's just a joke coin. You should, at this point, the precedent is set, so you got to learn your lesson from that.
You actually gave me an idea. I could see an entire fashion show literally themed out just on the name of this token, like an entire fashion show.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah,
that would be hilarious. It would be a great time. Like, try and plan that
party. Check out the merch department, because the merch department is pretty fire.
Yeah, check out merch. Yeah, we have a lot of new stuff, and we're actually releasing some more limited edition hoodies and stuff for the Sproto Gremlins, giving them kind of some cool merch too. That's a little bit more on like the higher end aspirational thing where we're doing a limited release. So we'll let you guys know about that stuff, but that's kind of the idea. Yeah, and you asked about memes before too. I think if you look in the Telegram, we have about like, I couldn't even quote the number, but like tens of thousands of unique images in there. I think the only Telegram we found that has more is Shiba Inu, and those guys, have like, I think 100 times the amount of holders, if not 1,000 that we have. So there's our merch store. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Super dope.
We added sneakers the other day, which are crazy.
Yeah, first of all, I'm definitely getting the sneakers.
I got the sneakers. I haven't gotten a sample pair yet. I got to check them out, but they look nice. They're kind of like a Nike Presto. They're like a mesh thing. Yeah,
they are.
Sneakers. Crazy. They're really sick.
Back to school. I think my son needs that backpack for school. We were looking last night. He's like, Mom, I want something cool. I want something different. I mean,
the backpack is awesome. The backpack gives you better grades. If you were getting B pluses before, you actually get A minuses backpack. Don't tell people that's the secret buff. Yeah,
not educational advice, but it does.
Yeah, I made that one. It's not it's not the perfect design. We're gonna make one that's the actual right design. This is like the schizo version, but it's still a good one. We like this one. There's a suitcase too. Great for travel.
Amazing.
So yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we're doing that no other crypto project is even thinking to do. We actually have a coffee company coming out soon. We're going to do gourmet single origin coffee.
I was wondering.
I'm building the website right now. I'm just it's just to get it ready to go. But I'll let you guys know where it's going to.
Did we settle on the design yet, or is it the contest still running?
That's a good question. Contest is done. It ended yesterday.
Okay.
We will announce
the entries were awesome.
Entries are awesome. Yeah, we got really, really good stuff. I think we decided who it was, but it's kind of a thing where they designed the whole package. And actually, it's just like a sticker thing. So we're going to talk to the guy. But yeah, we got like 10 amazing entries. It just is a testament to how good the community is. Everyone's super creative and talented. It just happens to like hanging out with this coin versus doing other stuff. So it's very nice. We're lucky.
Yeah, let me give it like a warning, folks. This isn't like a bunch of like high IQ, like know what they're doing, been around the block folks LARPing around as like low IQ schizos. So like we haven't figured this out now. Like there's some awesome things coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
Somebody here, Rapid, says, I want to turn into a Sproto. I fantasize turning blue and sitting on piles of Bitcoin.
Who doesn't? Alt-Mom.
That's my dream every night too. It's really cool. But do not cool. Never cool. Always retain.
Okay, this word I just said. All right, Sproto. I had to practice this with Ivan before the show, and shout out to Ivan behind the scenes doing all the amazing things for us. But tell me about this. Tell me about it.
Sure. Yes, the Sproto Gremlins, the Sprotos, as some of our friends say from Nigeria. They are our NFT project, the blue guys. I don't know if you can see them, but check them out at Sproto Gremlins. And it's a cool story. I mean, these things are a huge success in the NFT space. The floor is at like 0.7 ETH or something like that, which is pretty good, not too shabby. And the funny thing is we really didn't, I think it's great. I mean, because here's the thing, like we're not an NFT company. We didn't intend on this being a huge success at all. We really just did it for whatever. We wanted to incentivize our holders for sticking around, because in the early days we had launched and then fallen back down to a really low level. So we were kind of like, hey, we feel bad. Why don't we make NFTs and give them to our current holders who didn't sell on us and stuck around through the bad times, just to kind of say thank you. So we gave everybody 10 free mints of these things back then, at like 0.02 or whatever it would be. So $20 or something. And yeah, you get 10 free ones if you wanted to, as many as you wanted. After that, go ahead, like early access to the thing. We were just like, whatever, let's just do this and give people something nice. And it launched, and it kind of like actually was the catalyst that pulled us out of kind of the dumps from the coin side of things, because people really paid attention to these NFTs. Thank you for pulling them up. Yeah, they're one of one for real, and I think that's
all are super unique. They're super unique.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an interesting thing to do when people are launching an NFT project. Typically, they're like, "Oh, my token isn't doing great, or my first NFT project isn't doing great. Let's just launch another one." And that's how they, bring in more capital. And to see that you guys just did free mints and sent them out to your community, like, that's really cool. It's just like, hey, let's have some fun. Like, let's smile. Thank you guys for just being dope and staying with us and hanging in there. And your community is growing. It's growing, and it's pretty massive. I was very, when Jahon first said to me, hey, check this out. Like, we're looking at this, and Ivan was saying this, and then all of a sudden it started showing up in my feed a little bit. I was like, what am I looking at here? What am I looking at? What is this? And it caught me by surprise. And then I started to take it a little bit more seriously because I realized that you guys have a lot of very intelligent people that are collectors in the space. They are, Bitcoin OGs. They're people that hold for a long amount of time. They're people that are both serious about crypto, right? They're serious about the technology, about the security, about the way that it's being implemented, but they're also realizing that you can have fun here too, and you can have collectibles. You can. It's the same as Web 2, which is though passe. I hate to say Web 2, Web 3, but you're going to have all the same things here in Web 3. You're going to have fun. You're going to have serious. You're going to have data. There's a whole stretch, and so you guys have nailed that. It's like the toy market of Web 3, right? It's the toy market.
Totally. Yes. Web3 can get a little dry. And you're right. I think this is people who are very savvy about crypto and have been into it for a long time. A lot of people, like we have a lot of holders, a lot of our top 50 wallets are whales who have never sold a single one. They just keep buying. And then you look, and these are guys that, were into coins that, back like 7 years ago that people know about now, like early Shiba guys, early Doge guys, early Ethereum and Bitcoin guys. I was a guy my friends were mining Ethereum on, graphic cards and stuff back when I was really into it. So I'm like, I actually didn't do it myself, but it was like, I can't buy this stuff. But that's like when I got into this stuff, and now I'm only Bitcoin. Like I don't care about any other coins. I don't look at any other coins. My whole portfolio is this. The only NFTs I own are Sprotos. It's just, I think it's like, because a testament to the brand being it's a special thing. It's not just like arbitrary, that a lot of people have settled on this as like kind of the end game of meme coins, like the prototypical meme coin that's going to like sort of be the answer. Like you don't need any other meme coins besides this one.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jahon? Your mic is.
I think it's awesome. I mean, like that's why it is. It's like the end game, right? And there's a lot coming down the pipe, and I've always like chastised folks that are like roll their eyes at memes. And yes, crypto is a nascent space, rife with like our own set of fraudsters and shit, right? Just like TradFi. And in the meme coin space, there's a higher percentage of that. But the meme coin space and like is a vital part of the culture. And without the culture component, this movement dies. Fact.
Big fact.
Big fact. Right?
Yeah.
So fade it at your own risk. And by the way, this ticker Bitcoin is all pre-mined. So I'll let folks know as like a different tokenomics than Doge, which has an infinite supply. Just wanted to point that out.
Good point.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and like, you know what? It's brought a lot of excitement back into the space. I've watched a new, just from like a high level, like social and organizational behavior standpoint. I've now seen other communities take a cue from what this community has done, a little element here and there, and have run with it and have experienced a little bit of incremental success in what they're doing. That's important, right? Mm-hmm. And here's another thing. Really early on, especially right after the Sprotos dropped, I saw conversations happening in the Telegram. Hey, I'm a trader. I've never been into NFTs, but these are pretty cool. How do I do that? And then NFT folks were coming in and saying, I've never traded meme coins. I'm really just an NFT trader. And that conversation and that peer-to-peer learning is happening in that Telegram. You tell me where that's happening natively, organically, anywhere else in crypto? Bullshit, it's not. So there's a ton of value in that.
I still think more people learned about crypto during the Doge and Shiba movement than anything else. Bitcoin was serious, right? So either when you got involved in Bitcoin, it was either you were super early, or you were taking a risk, or you were somebody that really studied and understood what the future was going to look like. Ethereum, kind of the same thing, but really people didn't get into Ethereum before Bitcoin there in the beginning. And about 2 years ago, I would say that the biggest push for tokens, period, you could walk down the street in Miami and you could say, hey, do you know anything about crypto? Bitcoin, Doge, oh yeah, Shiba, oh yeah, Bitcoin, oh yeah. Like those were the only ones. You could name 15 different cryptos that were the top 10, And the only ones that people would know about were the main ones, and then the meme tokens. And so it's really cool. And I do want to let everybody know, if you guys are following along here, you can check them out. I know that we've got their website up, we've got their Telegram up. This is always a trust but verify show. We've got our dev here with us. We wanted to bring you someone that was ready to come on and talk about it. And we are not providing financial advice, but we are having fun here in crypto. And I think that that's really, really important. And you got
a big utility.
Yeah, that's the
huge
utility.
That is about time we had some fun, right? Oh, and we got more like, I don't know if you want to mention, but we have some questions on like art stuff later on this winter coming up in the comments section.
Yeah, that's fine. It's pretty nascent. Like we don't have like too much stuff hammered out. It's mostly just me screaming about doing laser tag with Bucky, and everyone's saying that's impossible. It's not plausible. But no, we do want to do something really fun for Art Basel Miami this December. I guess December 8th, right? Something like that. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where like what's up?
No, we like that. That's happening. We'll be down there too. Yeah. So like our Crypto Academy is going to be lending some logistical support to that. We've been down there before with our Saracen Funds partners and other partners, so we're going to leverage that a little bit. So
that's a big week. We've got Art Basel going on.
Yeah, it'll be our third straight year down there. So we're excited to have the Sprotos there too.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, we like to do in real life stuff. Sprotos manifesting in the real world is always very bullish. So that'll be good. Yeah, we'll plan something splashy, I'm sure. We'll keep you guys posted. You guys get the inside alpha. What the heck we decided to do. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
We love you too, Left Action.
Oh, I don't know about moving in with you, but all right. Yeah, what's up, bud?
Is there anything else that you want to mention today? Anything else that you guys have that you're excited about just in the community or with the NFTs? Anything else that you think is really important that you want people to know?
Sure. Yeah, thank you. Sure thing. Let's see. For the Sprotos, we have a contest going on right now that we're trying to win. And we would love for everyone else to help us enter. If you have a Sproto, even if you don't, I guess you can enter. But the idea is Kraken NFT and Williams F1 Racing are collaborating to let a NFT appear on the tail of an F1 race car. And so we really want a Sproto to win of any kind. We don't care who's Sproto. But you can enter on their website. I think we have a link to it in our main Telegram and also the Sproto Telegram. The Twitter. So check the main Twitters, and we'll have a link to that. That would be cool. We would love, because we're all about got to go fast. We sponsor sports stuff, like we sponsor a Nigerian team, actually a pair of Nigerian kids soccer teams. We just bought them a whole like head to toe custom outfit kind of stuff with the Sproto jerseys, the Sproto shin guards, all that kind of stuff, soccer balls and stuff like that. So we're trying to do more and more sports stuff. And this F1 thing is a great chance to do that. I think that'd be very bullish for us. We've got to go fast. Definitely needs to be on a sports car. So that's one thing coming up. That's just like one thing that we're working on. We're also doing that coffee company, as I mentioned. We just are standing up the website right now for that, but that'll be live probably like in a few days or something like that. BlueSprotoCoffeeCompany.com, that'll be. So stay tuned for that. And what else are we doing? We got some other stuff going on. We had our internal just goofy stuff. We have some presidential elections going on for the president of the coin, featuring people from all over the world, very entertaining people.
That is exciting.
It's really funny. Yeah,
are you running for president? Jahon, are you running for president?
No. I prefer to serve in more of a help select the president role. Advisory capacity. There's far too many unbelievably qualified candidates in there. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, there's some really heavy hitters from the crypto Twitter space from all over the world. So and everyone's really funny. So right, we want to interfere with that. It's only a 6 month. I mean, I'm sorry, 6 week thing too. So next president will be good too. So it's not that serious, but
6 week president.
Yeah. Just enough time to do something without.
That's actually amazing.
So, gotcha. A couple quarters from now, you want to put your plans in.
Yeah, bring that back. Yeah, that's about it pretty much. I mean, we always have stuff going on, and I would say definitely pay attention to our Telegram. Our main Twitter just recently got nuked for whatever reason by Elon. He has an agenda against us. So he was jealous of the sneakers, we think. So he didn't want us to make those a big deal. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. We've got a backup now, and then we also are probably going to get our main one back. So
you do have a backup Twitter. Let's make sure that we get that posted, guys. Please only follow the official ones. And when somebody does have a backup Twitter, it's important that you find out that came straight from them. I know a lot of you guys are having issues right now with Twitter, me as well. And so it is it is very challenging, the way that the tech is changing. And I think it will be more secure soon. My Twitter is good right now, but I had another account that I lost, and I was really sad about it. And, that's why it's important to have multiple different official channels. So you guys have the Telegram, you have Twitter. Do you have any other official channels or ways that people can find you?
There's a Sproto's Twitter as well.
Yeah, at Sproto Gremlins is our Twitter. That's still good. That's still fine. And nobody reported that or anything. Yeah, I lost my personal one too. It just happens these days. A lot of our favorite community members actually, had Twitters they've had for 4 years, and they started posting about HarryPotterObamaSonic10Inu, and then all of a sudden they're shadow banned, they're locked, they're banned forever. So you never know. It's just the life of the Sproto soldier. You just got to keep soldiering on. You got to keep pushing. So make a new one. But yeah, no, we predominantly do everything in the Telegram and Twitter. Like a lot of other projects have a million different things, like Discord, all kinds of crazy stuff. We just like to keep it all kind of in one centralized location with a few different like working groups here and there, just because it's more fun. It's kind of like as the community grows, it's just more interactive.
It's a lot of work to have so many different communities, and it takes time away from the developers and the founders. I am an advocate for people having Twitter, having a Discord potentially if they need it, if they need to be able to keep all of their information condensed, specifically if they don't use a website regularly. But yeah, it's really important to kind of keep your stuff condensed. Don't keep your community spread out. Then they're like, wait, I'm trying to keep it here. Wait, they don't know where to go. So keep them together. Yeah, that's an amazing.
Yes.
There's one more question that I wanted to ask. So, who are some of the partners that you guys are partnered with? We've talked about the coffee that you guys are working on, but do you guys have any partners that you're working with?
No, it's a good question. We're kind of funny like that. We don't really do any partnering with people, with rare examples. We've done a few things that are like co-marketing with our friends' projects that we really like. Like, for example, Sminem is a really funny Russian guy who's a legend in the meme world. And he's got a coin, and we know the people, like, they're very friendly who work on the coin. So we for sure did a video with them and stuff like that, just because we like them. But yeah, we're kind of famous in the crypto space right now for really sort of eschewing all of that influencer partnership, paid partnerships with central exchanges in order to sort of get fast tracked onto them.
Mm-hmm.
You see it all the time. Like a coin that showed up a week ago is on MEXC or something crappy like that. And it's like, okay, well, what happened? What they did is they put coin aside at the very beginning of the launch and kind of like kept that away. Then the coin went up, and then they used that to buy the listing for tens of thousands of dollars. Or it's just part of the game. It's not like blowing up their spot. It's like it's common knowledge is how it works. We don't do that. So in that sense, we don't partner because it's not really necessary for our model of coin. Like, we're based on community organic growth. It's not about a figurehead. It's not about me, that's for sure. I'm not like a crypto influencer guy. Nor is anyone in our team at all. But we have little crappy joke troll Twitters, but no one has like million followers or whatever. So that's not the model. Like, that's a model that's predicated upon like one guy being the mouthpiece to promulgate the marketing messages, and everyone's going to buy it because of his established credibility in the space. Selling X, Y, and Z back in the day, and like that's just, I think, falling flat these days, as we've seen with all these influencer coins just not doing well at all. And kind of like seeming, at worst a mistake, or at best a mistake, and at worst a total outright scam. So it's like, I think we're a breath of fresh air in that regard too, in that we're not predicated on like an influencer hawking anything, and we're not about moving on to the next project or like flooding other stuff. We're just doing our own lane very, very, very well in a funny way, and that's what is going to make us hit multi-billion-dollar market caps. I think, not financial advice.
It's hilarious. Honestly,
yeah, right.
It's a breath of fresh air every day. Like, it's part of my day. So like to go see what's happening. It's
me too. It's my favorite hobby. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything else. Otherwise, I'd be wasting time watching goofy YouTubes or something. I'd much rather do this.
Yeah, I mean, that is the utility, right? If community and fun isn't like the by default utility, then like don't even bother with like your fake clip art roadmap. Like
authentic, original, focused. It is what it is. It is black and white. It is actually, it's like yellow, red, orange, blue,
the primary colors. Though, right? Exactly.
It's all the things. It's pure fun with really intelligent devs, a great community, some NFT fun, some IRL events coming up, a very simple and easy way to go and interact with the community, a really cool merch store, and some coffee coming out, which Jahon, I will buy your first cup for you because I know that you're a coffee guy.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, AltMom. AltMom, thank you so much for hosting. And More Light, thanks for joining us, bud. Always good to see you.
Pleasure. Absolutely. Such a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
All right. That's all we got. Thanks very much, everybody. We'll catch you on our next AMA. Just follow us. We'll drop on the next.
And what's the ticker? What's the ticker, guys?
Ticker's Bitcoin.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, rock and roll, everyone.
Have a good one, guys.